guys! Thanks for tuning in with me this week. My name is Zaphod, and this is the comic strip where I talk about the comics that I read each week while trying to keep it as spoiler-free as possible for you guys. This is a huge week, so I'm just going to dive straight into it so we can get through it. A lot of good stuff. It's amazing. First up, we have one of my favorite series coming out right now. Number 44. This issue is absolutely amazing, and you get a guest panel appearance from the guys from Manhattan Projects, which is delightful. There are only 16 issues left of this series, which is heartbreaking. Less than 2 years, and then it's all done. But for those of you who haven't read the series, this is the best news, because that means you have over a year to read the trades and get caught up on the single issues, and then you can finish out the series in single issues. It's gonna be awesome. Or if you're just waiting for it to be over and then collect it and read it all in trade when it comes out, about a year and a half and then it's all done. So totally can pick it up then. Either way, you really should be reading Chew. Let's face it. It's weird, it's crazy, it's awesome. There's nothing not to love about it, unless you don't like those things. What's wrong with you, man? Anyway, whatever. Oh, pardon me. Next up, we have a new number 1 from Image. This is one I've been excited about for a while now. This is Tooth and Claw from Kurt Busiek and Benjamin Dewey. So this is the value of the week. This is 48 pages, 48 beautiful pages, I might add, for $2.99. $2.99, 48 pages. This series is a really cool start. There's this very rich fantasy world with different animal people. And their world relies heavily on magic that is, and has been over generations, getting weaker, and they feel it is leaving the world. So they are attempting to do something with an attempt to bring it back into their world. And the consequences that happen from that is, you know, that's what the story's about. Really cool concept. I really liked this first issue, and I really want to see what comes next from these guys. Then we have Detective Comics number 36 here. This is part 2 and the last part of that Terminal 2-parter that they started last month. Next up after this, we have the Anarchy storyline. This is a fun 2-parter. It's great. You got a couple guest writers and artists on it. Interesting story, real quick one-off if you're interested in checking out Detective Comics but you don't want to delve into the whole thing. It's a 2-parter. Just grab it, read it, done. Cool stuff. Then we have what looks like the end of Imperial, and it does not say on Diamond that it is the end, and it doesn't say on Image that it's the end, but it has a very good ending, and there's no number 5 solicit, so I'm assuming this is the end of the series, because I don't know how it could be anything else, because it has a very good end, which I liked. And it kind of goes through what's really important in life, which I enjoy. For those of you who haven't been reading this series, we have our main character who is just getting ready to get married, and then all of a sudden he's approached by his childhood comic book superhero, Imperial, and Imperial tells him that he is here to pass on his name and have him become the next Imperial. So he's having this conflict of whether he wants to be a superhero, whether he wants to be with the woman he loves, and it kind of, over the course of the series, it kind of seems like he can't have both, so he's having that tough decision of which way his heart is taking him. Anyway, good series, cool stuff, and it's over now. Then we have, one of the coolest new series right now. Oh my gosh. We have Birthright. Hot damn, this book is awesome. It is so incredibly badass. Actually, the pages themselves will tell you that. It's so cool. Oh, I love it. I'm so jazzed about this. This really is a must-read series. I cannot talk it up enough. I'm really digging it. Then we have issue 31 of Batman Eternal with a badass Bane and Alfred cover facing off some shadow-looking beasties. So, for those of you who are following news about Batman Eternal, it's awesome. And they've announced recently that it is going to there's going to be a Batman Eternal Year 2. So, what's going to happen in early 2015, I think it's in March, it's going to go on hiatus for a little bit while they have that whole big event thing going on. And then it'll come back with Batman Eternal Year 2. which is awesome. I'm so stoked about that. Yes, cool stuff. And then the collected editions of this are gonna start coming out soon. So for those of you who haven't been getting it in single issue, definitely pick up that trade when it comes out, because it's gonna be awesome. Then we have the most interesting issue of Nailbiter yet, featuring, guest starring, the one and only Brian Michael Bendis as Brian Michael Bendis. It's pretty great. It's weird. There's a pretty good moment there between Warren and Bendis. Warren being the character on the series, not Warren Ellis or any other comic guys. But it's really great issue, really fun, very different approach. You see all these image guides. They throw cameos of friends and friends' characters in their books all the time. But just, hey, we're going to put Brian Michael Bendis in our series. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? It's fun. It actually goes well with the story, which I like. It's cool stuff. Oh my gosh. And then we have Rocket Raccoon. And in this issue of Rocket Raccoon, you get to hear Groot tell a story. And it's very much like you would imagine Groot telling a story would be, but it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. It'll be a very quick read. Probably won't have to read more than, like, 10 or so different words over the course of the book, but it's delightful, it's cute, and the art, as always, is spectacular. So then we have a little bit less of a cheery note, but still awesomely cool. We have spread number 4. There's some stuff that's going on in this issue that is a very, very interesting turn of things. And as you're starting to learn more about this strange, weird world that they live in, and more about the spread as that goes on, it's some very strange, interesting stuff going on. Then we have up number 2 of Gotham Academy. So this issue, Olive is having a hard time sleeping because there's a ghost about in the Academy, supposedly. I really dig the art on this book. It's just fun. So far, it's nothing that I feel is, very deep or like the next big important comic, but it's very fun and I enjoy it. And it's nice to have those ones that you can just, go in and be like, oh, this is going to be a nice fun read. And you don't have to think too much about it. That is not a slam at all against the book. I really am. I am enjoying it. It's just, I don't feel it is necessarily profound or the, next great American comic, but then what can be. It is a good read. It is fun and the art is adorable. Really cute. I am enjoying this. Then we have another new #1 out this week from Keenan Marshall Keller and Tom Neely. This is a series called The Humans, which focuses on a motorcycle gang of apes called The Humans as they bid farewell to a fallen brother. Very, very interesting. The art style is fun. Very wild, very crazy. You'll see a ape dick at one point in there, but it is fun. It is very different than what I've been seeing coming out, so it's cool stuff. Then we have another #1, which is Penny, Dora, and the Wishing Box. This is by Michael Stock and Sina Grace, another one of those Image titles. Penny, Dora, she finds a mysterious box on her porch Christmas Eve. No note, no nothing. And when she opens her box on Christmas Day, she just finds an empty box. But this box has a lot more mysteries than it seems to appear, and, possibly some wishing involved. We'll find out. Very cute. Art's cool. Interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm guessing she'll make some wishes. Find out. And then we have from Cullen Bunn and Drew Moss this series called Terrible Lizard. This is a very quick read. Not super wordy, but it's very cute. I like it. This tells you what happens when your dad is a super scientist who decides to open up a giant, rift thing and accidentally brings a T-Rex into your house. But it's very cute. I really liked the art in it. The story's fun. It doesn't say explicitly that it's all ages, but it has that vibe to it. So, definitely fun series, and I like it. Then we have up #8 of Velvet. And I don't think I have reviewed this one recently. That's not because I don't enjoy it, because I really do. this has action sequences like very few comics can pull off in a way that you just feel you're watching a movie. It's really cool. Part of the reason I haven't reviewed it recently is because I have had so many comics that sometimes I just don't get enough time before I plan on posting my videos, and some things fall to the wayside where I end up reading them on Thursday. And this isn't because I don't enjoy a comic, it's just because I want to be able to enjoy all of my comics, and I worry that if I just be like, oh, I'm gonna read this all so fast, that you don't get to enjoy it quite as much as you would if you were reading it at your own leisure. And that is the only downside of me doing these videos. I love doing these videos. It's one of my favorite parts of my week. It does just put a little bit of a deadline on me for reading my comics, which makes me, I think, enjoy them just a smidge less, because I'm like, oh, I gotta get these all read before, you know, such time tonight so I can get the video up, which is the only reason I haven't been reviewing Velvet recently, is just because by the time I'm putting my video up, I haven't always gotten to this one, because I like to take my time and enjoy my books. Which who can blame me for that? That's only a good thing. But, oh, Miss Templeton has a crazy plan to get back at people. And I don't want to talk to you about it too much, but like I said, action sequences like no other. Really cool, interesting book, and very interesting stuff happening towards the end that we'll find out about later. Yes. Then we have up the penultimate issue of 10 Grand. And in this one, it's kind of cool because it does have some flashbacks in it, so you do get to see Temple Smith's art in there, which I'm still heartbroken that he's not on the series anymore. C.P. Smith is good. His art style is definitely very different, but Ben Temple-Smith's art was just so perfect for this series, and it was such a difference when they switched over the artists that I still was enjoying the story, but the art, I was just like, I missed Temple-Smith's art, and I was really happy to flip it open and see those flashback pages. It made me happy. But there's only one issue left, so it'll be the first of Joe's comics to get the wrap, I believe. Then we have up the Names number 3, where the widow Katya and her stepson Philip are being forced to work together to figure out what happened to their husband and dad, respectively. Interesting series. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know yet that's going on, but it's slowly becoming clearer, and so we'll see what happens as the series progresses. And then we have Tech Jacket, always a really fun read. There is someone who wants Zach's suit, but why? Why do you think? I don't know. Maybe he's just a really nice guy who wants to help Zach out and, you know, help him be a good hero. It's a comic. He's probably going to be... We don't know yet. We'll find out. And I'm going to end the night on just a delightful note, because I like it. We have the last issue of the current arc of Tiny Titans Return to the Treehouse, where do they get their treehouse back? I don't know, but it's an all ages title, so they get their treehouse back. I'll give you that spoiler. They get it back, and it's awesome. It's adorable, and you get Bat Dad and Lunch Lady Darkside, which is just delightful and ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for me this week. Those of you who are looking out, The Wake by Scott Snyder and Sean Murphy hardcover came out this week, and the story's amazing. So stoked. And also this month they're going to be putting out Punk Rock Jesus in hardcover, so now I'm going to have to re-buy it in hardcover, and because I already have it in trade, but I like hardcovers. My life is hard. I have too many problems, mostly involving not having enough money to get all the comics I want. Anyway, sorry, enough of a ramble. My question for you guys this week is, what is your favorite comic that you have in your collection? Whether it be your favorite story, whether it has sentimental value for you. My personal favorite is my CGC copy of Morning Glories #1, that's signed by Nick Spencer and Joe Eisma. The reason that one is my favorite is because when I started seriously collecting comics, I'd read here and there, but that was the one that I decided, hey, that's a cool #1, I'll check that out. And I've been reading it ever since then. That is the first series that I started seriously picking up in single issue, and has been a driving force to my ridiculous habit that I have now. So thank you guys for that, and, you know, you can have all my money, because apparently I don't want it anyway. Anyway, yes, that's it for me this week. Hope you guys have a great week, and read some amazing comics. If there's anything cool out there this week that I missed, definitely tell me about it. I want to hear about it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.